You know, sometimes when you make bad decisions, you think, should we keep doing this?
Heidi ho!
Morning.
Morning. We are heading west, and in a day or two we'll be crossing the border back into WA.
How we find the cheapest fuel in town.
Petrol Spy. And you can see the red one, that's the cheap one. Which is also why it's the one with the queue. The cheapest ones tend to be U-Fill self-service. There's usually about, I don't know, 10 cents difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it can do.
10 cents a litre. But fuel's not cheap, I can tell you.
We've just pulled up for tonight's stop at Sullivan Creek. Nice shady little spot for us, so that's good. A few little camps. Looks like a bit of a very small toilet over there. Picnic table. Someone else just coming in. The guy over behind my shoulder there, over my shoulder, is looking at me funny. Thinks I'm talking to myself. What you doing?
I'm checking the levels. So,
Really quite uneven, isn't it?
yeah, you might roll out of bed.
I'd love to put the drone up here, but there's 3 whistling kites disappearing over the horizon just behind these trees. There's big birds of prey that all just go swoop, bang, there goes the drone. Probably wouldn't be good for them either. Absolutely gorgeous views from up here. Great little creation story as well from this area.
2 stories.
2 stories, yes, because this is a bit of a crossover between two
Aboriginal groups, language groups maybe. So 2 similar but slightly different rainbow stories about the creation of the area. It's no surprise it's a significant area. The geological story is that the sea level rose 3 times and the sea level receded 3 times. So the fact that the Aboriginal stories, both of them, talk about the sea rising and receding.
evidence of that little ripple rock. So that's from a time when the sea levels used to be up here, and as they receded they left these little ripples in the seabed, which then basically fossilized,
Yeah.
turned to rock.
Sedimentary.
Yes, another bad explanation from the Museum of Us.
We know part of the story. If you know more, you can tell us. If you want to know more, you can do what we're going to do later and Google it.
All of the questions, some of the answers. Lloyd Langford. So we've stopped off by this bridge, which you're not allowed to go onto. Apparently we can see some crocs from here. So we're going. Oh look, there's some crocs. Anyway, let's go and see these crocs down here.
Separate out because there were I don't know, a good 8. Oh really? And every now and then.
These are big bohab trees here. Seeing a lot of them in this area. Us on the WA Northern Territory border.
On the Northern Territory side, finishing our last little bit of fruit before confiscation point. But there's this bit of a sort of stupid situation here. It's a bit of a mess. All I can suggest is if you are coming into the Northern Territory from Western Australia, and particularly if you want some honey, the other stuff might be a bit dodge.
There's a range of honey you could have. It's only 8:39.
It's only 8:39 here, but over there
Over there it's
only
7:09.
7:09.
That can't be right.
No?
What time did we leave? Okay, update on the time thing. It is in Northern Territory, it's 10:08 or 10:09. My phone must have picked up reception and has clicked over to WA time, which is 8:39,
Over there.
which is actually over there.
This is the most drastic, sudden time change that I've experienced. Like, you know, you're flying a plane. If you're going to plane and go somewhere, that's one thing. But just to drive from it being
From there
there
to there.
and it being an hour and a half distance, it's wild. It's wild.
We're going back to the future. Woo! Okay, so we've arrived in Carnarvon. Carnarvon? Let's try that again. Kununurra. Just over the WA border from the Northern Territory. And literally just out of town. There's the Mirima National Park. Thanks to Scott and Beck who put us onto this one.
There's excellent interpretive signs in this park talking about the indigenous use of plants and animals. This is called the sandpaper fig, and you wouldn't know it to look at it, but geez, the leaf is so rough, so you can, I'm just going to take my fingerprints off. I think that's actually quite a good exfoliant. Smooth.
This place is beautiful. It's gorgeous. If you're in Kununurra,
You might not know this is here.
it's literally, Kununurra is literally just over that little bit of a saddle there. There's about 4 different walks, and there's a larger 2.5 hour walk which I think heads sort of up in the back there. We are hopefully going to get up early tomorrow morning and start and do that one. It's right in the middle of the day at the moment. It's not a good idea to head out at this time of day.
A really accessible park. It's, you know, accessible by 2-wheel drive. It's so close to the city, the town. And the one-way loop walk that had all the interpretive signing on it is all boardwalk. So, you know, everyone can get out there and have a look.
Well, quickly, if we go up this way, speed ramp. There is Kununurra. That's our caravan park we're staying at tonight. Okay, we're about to head off on this 3.5k loop. Could take up to about 2.5 hours. This place is gorgeous in the morning. Very stunning. We've come back to do that longer hike at a better time of day. We were here at sort of about 12:30, 1 o'clock yesterday, and it would have been just a bit much in the heat. Although apparently it's a bit of a cool snap here at the moment. Oh, we saw someone in a puffer yesterday.
When you come across these kinds of ledges, they're shelter places and special places for the Mirrawong people. And if you look really closely in that rock up there, you can see some handprints, small hands. So those handprints, there's something to do with initiation. Being uninitiated, I can't tell you what they mean. I can't tell you how long they've been here.
Yeah, if you're into lines and patterns and well, geology, I suppose. This is a great little national park to come to.
All the geological questions.
There's so many.
None of the answers. Incredible rock formations and colours, flowers, views, rock art. Yeah, great little. I loved it.
Oh, that's where we were yesterday, right up there. There's a little lookout, so the car park's just on the other side of this hill here.
This is Lake Argyle, which was created when the Ord River was dammed and is so large that it's now classified as an inland sea. In fact, it can hold as much as 10.7 billion cubic metres of water. You can only really stay at the caravan park here, and it comes with a premium price tag. Lucky for us, we got a premium spot and a premium view.
So we've just come down from the camp at Lake Argyle on a 5k return hike out to the bluff. Which is a great view over Lake Argyle. Okay. Not sure if this is going to be a good idea or not. We're heading from our camp back there. That's where our van is, and we're going to head down to the water and paddleboard down there, which is probably about 150 meters below us. I've decided to walk down instead of driving probably about a 2k up the road and going in at the boat ramp. I don't know, it's going to be an adventure. St. George's Terrace. On. You know, sometimes when you make bad decisions and you think, should we keep doing this? Apparently home to 30-odd thousand freshwater crocs. It's alright, mate, they're only freshies. Apparently freshwaters don't attack you and are a little bit small to do too much damage.
There's only been one attack.
There's only been one attack, and I think he was probably provoked.
Oh, look at
So, big day for us today. 2 activities in one day. Oh, someone's got a drone. Whee! Splat! And in the next video, we meet up with friends in Kununurra, road trip to Broome, and have a very special surprise waiting for us there.